guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So happy Friday Freebie Day. We are on number 237. So this is a really lovely one. It's just me to entertain you today. No Andy. Andy's a bit busy today, so it's just me. Now I thought I would do a little bit of a collage today because if you saw my Lost Mojo video on Wednesday, we did sort of like layering up papers and stuff, and I thought it would be a good chance for you to give it a go. So I'll link that video down under the video, under this video anyway. So we have got little collage. Now these papers are a little look at what our new kit's going to be like. So I thought I'd give you a little tester. It's beautiful. They're going to be ledger papers, and they've got beautiful sort of like flowers in the background. Oh, they're just beautiful. So we've got that. We have a little poem. We have a little butterfly, beautiful rose, and we've got a little bit of ephemera there. So this is all about the flower market on here. So this has got like a little flower, bit of ephemera on there, so that's lovely, and a lovely little poem, really nice little poem. So we will be doing that. I've already cut this one out, and then of course I have another one for my lovely Ko-fi one-off and monthly supporters, and this is a grocery list, and it's got some beautiful flowers on here. Look, just gorgeous. And this one's got a biscuit, bit of ephemera, another beautiful little poem. We've got a little bow, little rose, and this little girl there watering the flowers. Well, not watering the flowers, but having a look at the little flowers there, which are just gorgeous. So lovely. I'm going to show you what they are looking like. So what I've done, look at that, they're beautiful, aren't they? So I've made them to go onto like a journal front, so it's like a little journal topper. I've got my little booklet here just to show you. It's about, what did I say? It's about 6 by 4, I think. Yeah, it's about 6 by 4 inches, which is roughly what, 15 by 10 centimeters, and that just fits on there just beautifully, which I think is just lovely. So we got that one, and we have this one on there. So whatever size journal, I think it will fit lovely. So this is the Friday Freebie one. So I've just popped a little bit of tulle on the back and a little bit of cheesecloth. On our little butterfly, I've added a little bit of crystal chain, and because I cut his antennae off, I made them out of a little bit of wire on there, because they're a little bit fiddly to cut around, so I just cut them off. I just laid it all up, a little bit of lace, a little bow on there, and I just think it's so pretty, so pretty. And then the Ko-fi one, so if you are a Ko-fi one-off or monthly supporter, pop over and download your free one as well. So I've got a little bit of tulle under there. I popped these out on a little bit of, you can still see my glue gun strands on there. I popped this up on a little bit of foam tape, just to give it a little bit of height on there, a little bit of dimension, and on this one. And look, I've just popped a little rose just in the middle of that little bow, and a little bit of lace down there, so that's lovely. And I've just sewn around this one. I won't sew around today's one, but I sewed around this one, but I didn't sew around this one. But I did back it with a little bit of tea stain paper, just to make it give that little edge on the side like that. So I'm going to show you how to make it very simple. So I've cut this out already. Pop that over there. Oh look, I've got my jar of Smarties. Look, I haven't eaten them all. I've got them there for a little snack here and there, which is nice. Can't have too much chocolate on your desk, can you? Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop those to the side. I'm going to just take a piece of tea stain paper. You can have any colour paper you want behind it, or you don't even have to do that, but I just thought it'd be quite nice just to put another little edge around here, just to give it another little bit of dimension on the back, because it's all about sort of layering and you know, giving it a little bit of extra. I did do a reel on, I think it was Wednesday. I'm just going to ink this. And I did, do I know whether I've got it here? Have I got it here? Oh, here we go. I did this on a reel on Instagram and on Facebook, which is lovely, and I put down a piece of music paper which you can see here, and you can see under here, which is lovely, and it's all about layering up. But gosh, people were, you know, really sort of like distressed that I covered up my music paper, but it's all about the layering and adding, you know, depth to your work, I think people find it hard to cover things up. Now, what you have to remember, it is hard to cover things up if you've got something pretty, but it's only paper. It's a piece of music paper. I think people got a little bit knickers in the twist about me covering it up, but it's crafting. Just so I mean, we've got paper, we've got lots of paper, and I like to layer things up. I like to put things underneath because I think it really does, you know, enhance your work. Well, that's what I think anyway. I don't know how you feel. It is sometimes difficult to cover things up when you put this down, because I'm going to cover some of this up. But I've done it so we've got this bit here and this bit here which will still show. But again, if you didn't want to cover it up and you still wanted to give it a go, you know, use it as it is. You don't have to collage it. You can use all these bits separately. But I think adding little extras, it just brings your work to life a little bit more. And I think people find it quite difficult. But yes, a few of you were, you know, can't really understand it, and you know, people are everybody's different. Everybody's different, aren't they? But you know, you can't be mean and say everybody's doing it wrong just because you don't like it. It's how you interpret it. If you don't like to sort of layer things up, then you don't have to. You know, I'm just showing you a way of doing it. I don't know. I'm just showing you ways. Just showing you ways. Right. That's my little rant over. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue this down onto here. I haven't printed on the back of this one because, again, there really isn't any need because I'm sticking it down. So just a little bit of glue. And then you can, you know, sew it if you wanted to sew it. But today, I'm not going to sew this one. But I'm just loving these papers, just beautiful. Really, really lovely. So the way I'm going to do it, now this can go however you like. I've done it like this. You can, you know, just tear it in half and put a little section on there. You don't really, it's up to you. Little section there, little section there. But I'm going to pop it this way, like that, just on this little bit, and glue that down. Then I will probably tuck in a little bit. I'm going to just glue the middle bit down. You just glue the middle bits down, then you've got room to tuck underneath. That's what I mean. So some people have got a little problem with me covering things up like this, but like I said, it's only a piece of paper, and we're covering up. It's nothing fancy on it. It's just pretty. But what do you feel? Let me know in the comments. You might not like covering things up, but we all have different ideas, don't we? We all work differently. If you don't like covering it up, you don't have to. I'm going to just stretch and pull this a little bit, cut a little bit off, and I'm going to lift this up and tuck it under, just like that. I'm going to use a little bit of glue gun under here as well, just a little bit, just to hold that in place. Just so, just tuck it in there, pull it down, tuck it in, like that, just so it's sort of like just a tiny little bit coming out there, all my little threads, like so. And then I'm going to pop, what should we pop on? Where's my little butterfly? There we go. This can go like that. And then I've got a little butterfly, which I'm going to just take my scissors, just bend the wings a little bit, just like that, just to give it a little bit of dimension. And because it's going to be on the front of a cover or in front of a journal, we can have a little bit more dimension than we have in inside the journals, because they sort of like get squashed, don't they? Now I'm going to use a little bit of this florist wire. Now this is 0.35 millimeters. I don't know what that is in gauge or anything, but I'm just going to take a little bit of this. You can use any sort of wire. Just going to take a little length of it with my pliers. Fold this in half, and we're just going to give him little antennae on there. Let's make sure that those are level. Pull that together. And all I'm going to do, if you can see, it's very, very thin. Just going to round these little bits off if I can. Just twist it round, just coil the ends up just a little bit, so we've got a little coil on the end. And then this side, like that. Just bend it round. You might have those little things, little stamens that you put inside the flowers, I have got some somewhere, but I thought a little bit of wire would be quite nice, like that. And then just squeeze this together, like that. Not the best ones, can you see? Just like that. And then it's like a little heart. And then what I'm going to do is just stick that on there. So we've got little antennae, they're very long. I think they might be a little bit too long. Let me just twist that around. Just like that. Was not the best ones I've made, but that's okay. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue gun on here, just so that they stick nicely on there, like that. And then we can sort of bend them to shape, sort of. Gosh, it's not the best ones I've ever done. A little bit too long. I think I've got a little bit too long on there. But that's okay. Look at that. They all look lovely. Little funky ones, aren't they? There we are. And then I'm going to stick that on, and then we can... We're not going to stick it on yet. I'll put the little crystals on in a minute. So we're going to pop this one on, like that. So that's going to just sit there, and again you can pop some little tape or something on there. So I'm going to stick this on roughly there with a little bit of glue. Pop that down like that, and then this can just sit on top with a little poem. I'll let you read that poem when you download it. It's lovely. And then, shall we use this? I think that's too big. Not really, is it? Pop that on. That will look nice hanging down from a page. It could do with something under here, but I won't put anything under that, I don't think, because not sure how I'm going to use it, and then that can go over the top. So let's just add a little bit of glue onto here, like that. Where there's a little bit of a wonk on there. I think layering things up, it really does, you know, make your work look a little bit better than being so flat. Because I've had lots and lots of people message me to say that, you know, their work looks, you know, very flat because they put things, you know, all around and not sort of gather them together. And sometimes it, you know, popping things on top of each other and stuff, I think it looks more natural on there. But yes, guys, I would love to know how you how you like to do it. I've lost my little stickers. Where's my little stickers gone? Here they go. What you think? What do you think? Now I'm going to use these, which are little long ones. These are from Journal Say. They're little long ones like this. Phobie stickers, they're great. So I'm going to put it on this bit, just like that, just so that lifts up, because this is higher. This bit just needed a little bit of a boost to make it a little bit higher. And then I'm just going to add just a little dab of glue gun on there, because we're going to be sticking over that little bit of lace. Oopsie daisies, there's a little butterfly there, like that. So it looks so pretty. So pretty. Right, we could do with a little bit of chain. We shall stick our little butterfly there with a little bit more glue gun, I think. I use glue gun. I'm using glue gun a lot more at the moment because it's quicker for me when I'm working, and also I'm running out of my 3-in-1. There we go. It's my funny little antenna today. So I'm going to take a little bit of the chain. Now this is just crystal chain. You can use little bits of chain, you can use little anything you like. Little pearl chain coming off him, but I just thought it might look quite nice to have a little bit of something coming off him. Now I'm going to use super glue for this one. I'm going to pop this down. I'm going to add a little bit of super glue because I find that is the easiest thing to, and it will stay put. So just a tiny bit of glue gun on there. Not glue gun. Super glue. Pop him on. I'm going to take these little pliers so I don't get glue all over me. Just so he hangs down a little bit. Oops. Do they go on? Why are they not going on? Oh, there we go. It's because I squeezed them. Can you see? It's just got that little bit of crystal hanging off. This little end bit I've left dangling, so I've made it just that little bit longer, so it's got a little bit of movement in there as well. And the super glue will hold it because it's metal. It will hold that down really well. And then we can just bend our little wings a little bit, and it looks so pretty, I think. Now the thing that I didn't do was put anything under my little rose, which I forgot, and I think I've stuck this down now. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I could just pop a little bit of tulle or something under there. See, it's because I was having a little rant. I forgot to add my little tulle bits. So I was going to take a little section. I'm absolutely loving tulle at the moment, as you can probably tell. I went through a phase of absolutely adoring cheesecloth, which I still do. But this is just makes your work feel a little bit lighter and sort of more prettier, daintier, I think. I'm going to just snip a little bit of cheesecloth off, like that, and then we shall take this and just tuck that in. Pop a little bit of glue gun, just tuck that in like that. Take our little bit of tulle, pop a little bit more glue in there, and just tuck this in like that. So we've just got a little bit sort of like hanging out here. Let's just tuck that in like that. Oops. Like so. I think I would probably glue, not glue this down, go around it with my sewing machine. I just wanted to show you that you don't have to. You don't have to go round with your sewing machine. So I know lots of people don't have a sewing machine, but I just think that looks so, so pretty. Even on a card, actually. If you've got, let me just take a little piece of this. This is just my papers that I haven't, oops, have I got two there? I haven't cut these out yet, but you could make a big greetings card, couldn't you? Wouldn't that look just gorgeous on there? You have that. What other paper did I have here? I've got some that I've actually cut out. I think I've told you this before, but I use Insta ink, and it's just fantastic. It really is. You never run out of ink. But if I haven't printed enough pages, I will go, before it runs out, I will go and I will print myself some more pages off. So I've got them in my stash, ready to go. I do print the back and the front, depending on how many pages I've got sort of like left to print off. I will print the back and the front. So then I've got all of these in my stash, and it's not, you know, I've got my money's worth. But look at that, how beautiful is that? I just think that is so, so lovely. So I have got a nice stack of paper here, because ours ran out, I think it was on the 18th, so I went and had a little splurge of printing. Some of these have to be cut out, and it's quite nice because I've been going through my kits and printing off some of the ones that I haven't sort of printed off for a little while, and it's quite nice to go back and have a look at them, which is good. So if you do Insta ink, do you do that? Do you go in and print off some of yours, ready to go for the next one? So there we go, guys. That's your Ko-fi. This is your Friday freebie. Look at this one. Oh, I didn't put a bow. Should we pop a bow on it? Let's have a quick, we've got time. We've done quite a quick Friday freebie this week. Now, I've got some of this, because this is like a silk ribbon, and I thought that would go really well. I've got my little bow maker. Oopsie daisy. Let's pop you back over there. I've got my little bow maker out on my little mini bows. So what should we do? Should we do let's just do a double one, triple one. Or is that a double one? Oh, I'm not quite sure. It's got lots of little ones, so let's just pop that over. Now, I know a couple of you have messaged me and said that your bow maker is on its way. So, and I know lots of you already got one, so so please let me know how you get on with it. Oopsie daisy. Oh yes, I've got 3 little bows either side. Have you been quite adventurous on making your bows? Because you could sort of like have lots of little bits of ribbon and stuff, and do different layered ones, different coloured ones. Look at that, that's so pretty, isn't it? Just a diddly little bow, and they make such tiny bows and so delicate, really delicate. Now I'm going to just add diddly bit of glue gun. See, that didn't take long to make that little bow. We shall pop that in there. On there. Look at that, that just sort of finishes it off, doesn't it? And it's the right colour that goes with that little rose. So let's just pour that out. There we go. Beautiful. I love it. I think that's so pretty. So guys, that is your Friday freebie. This is the one for the Ko-fi. I didn't put a bow on this one because it's got a little bow there. I think it will be a bit too much, but this is so pretty. So this is going to be in the Facebook group, and this is in the Ko-fi. So if you're a Ko-fi one-off or monthly supporter, you will get both. So there we go. And this is how it comes for you. So you can just download it, print it off and make it. So again, I haven't printed on the back, so you don't have to print on the back on this one. But it's just beautiful, and that is your Ko-fi one. So there we go, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Sorry it wasn't as exciting as last week's with Andy and myself, but I am going to bring him along a few more times because we have so much fun together. So do have a lovely rest of the day, a lovely weekend. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye bye.